I'm pleased to report another quarter in which we successfully executed our profitable growth strategy. We continue to drive large deals, including a steady stream of $1 million+ deals and success in our largest deals, with 10 transactions over $20 million in the quarter. Our 10 highest spending customers in Q2 increased their spend with us by 36% in the period. Additionally, more than 30% of our new SASE customers we signed in the second quarter were new to Palo Alto Network. We had a significant shortfall in our US federal government business. We expect this trend will continue into our Q3 and Q4. Our guidance is not a consequence of a change in the demand outlook out there. Our guidance is a consequence of us driving a shift in our strategy in wanting to accelerate both our platformization and consolidation and activating our AI leadership. We believe this is the time for us to invest, given our leadership position in the market and our leadership position across platformization and consolidation. We're beginning to notice customers are facing spending fatigue in cybersecurity. This is driving a greater focus on ROI and total cost of ownership amongst most customers. We're beginning to see rogue behavior by some vendors in the space who are keen to retain their customers, primarily in the legacy vendor space and the startup space. We intend to combat that with investing in this space and trying to accelerate platformization and consolidation for our customers. Putting this all together, these trends of the market bolster our conviction that adopting platforms is the only viable strategy for customers. We have been quietly working to develop programs that enable us to help minimize and even share in the risk of our customers face. You will see us tomorrow launching a significant number of platform offers to our customers to help drive this consolidation and platformization strategy. Given this is an investor call and you're all focused on these numbers, I want to provide you a high-level understanding of the aggregate impact we expect this will have. We expect a typical customer entering into a platformization transaction will not pay us for our technology for a period of time. As these programs ramp over the next year, we expect a change to our billings and revenue growth for the next 12 to 18 months. As customers move into the period where contracts have a full billing and revenue contribution, we expect to see an acceleration in our top-line metrics, allowing us to aspire to goal of $15 billion in next-generation security in 2030. We also expect to achieve our transformation to a business with greater than 90% recurring revenue and industry-leading non-GAAP operating margins in the low to mid-30s.
As Nikesh noted, we are establishing a long-term target of $15 billion of NGS ARR in fiscal year 30. Underlying this trend, we expect customers deploying our full set of platforms to have a higher makeup of NGS products. We expect this to drive a significant increase in our overall revenue mix that is recurring.
For the last few years, most of our customers have ended up spending more on cybersecurity than on IT. As a consequence, they're feeling like my budget for cybersecurity keeps going up in double digits every year. So our customers are sitting down and saying, if I spend more money, can you show me how I get a lower total cost of ownership across my enterprise? How do I spend less on the services that I have to deploy? And how do I get better ROI? Demand continues to be very strong. The customers are demanding to get more for the amount of money they've allocated to cybersecurity. And what's happening today is when I go to a customer and say, listen, I'd like to replace your estate with the entire platform. The customer says, wait a minute. I got this vendor for IPS, this for SD-WAN, this for SSE, and I got half my firewalls from another vendor. And I'm scared that if I rip and replace this at this point in time, it's going to create execution risk. Not just that, it's going to create economic risk. So the propositions we're going to customers is, listen, let's lay out a 2-year, 3-year cybersecurity consolidation and platformization plan. We'll go start implementing today. You pay us when they're done. As you're aware, there was a large program we were part of, down selected to be the only vendor. That program didn't materialize at the pace and at the spending levels we'd expected. So that's kind of what happened in the Fed business. So we're being very cautious about how we expect it to come back or not in the second half of the year. So it's more pertinent to that as opposed to a broader comment around the federal space. To think about it as a price war is the wrong way to think about it. We're averting a price war by driving a platformization approach. Because what happens, customers will say, I'll buy Palo Alto in 12 months from now when my current contract goes away. They take a little while analyzing and they get to 6 months. Oh my God, if I'm not able to deploy you in 6 months, I'm going to have an exposure. So I'm going to go try and get a renewal. When they try and get a renewal, the other vendors know this is not going to be their business for too long. So that's when irrational pricing behavior happens. It's not when they execute early and deploy early. So actually, we're averting the last minute race to the bottom, like you called it, by making sure our customers don't have to worry about the execution risk and trying to get renewals and trying to get best pricing in the last 6 months. First of all, I would not classify this as a short-term hiccup. I know you guys would love life that was linearly nice in quarters and moved up in a beat and raise percentage basis. I'm trying to get this done in the next 3 to 5 years where we become even a bigger and larger platform in cybersecurity. We have green shoots. We have trialed this. This is the time for us to double down and accelerate. That's what we're doing. It's not a hiccup. We believe this is the way we can deliver a faster platformization, a faster way to consolidate the industry into a platform. We hope that in the next 5 years, this allows us to double our business from here, which is why I'm here. I want to say thank you to all of our employees, all of our partners, and of course, all of you for taking the time to listen to our earnings call.